Hey.
Get money all day, get money all night. Sip my drink, ho, let's get right. Getting paid, I'm getting paid. Roll one up, let's catch this flight. Getting paid, I'm getting paid.
Hey, it's your boy Tight. But you tuning in with Ray's podcast. Kicking my boy Ray. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. Yo, what's up? We're back at it again. You know, it's your guy Ray from Ray's podcast. You know, this is the podcast we put on for the DFW. This is where we highlight and spotlight things that's going on in the DFW. People doing amazing things in the DFW, all right? So, hey, you watching the video, if you ain't tapped in yet, click that button below. Yeah, I see you. Like, subscribe, follow, all things Ray's podcast, man. Great podcast planned for y'all today. If you've never seen my show before, we always got to start with the positive words, all right? Especially with the holiday season, people got a lot of things going on in their lives. Some people don't have loved ones. You know, some people just feel lost. So just in case nobody told you today, I just want you to know that you're beautiful, you're loved, you're needed, you're alive for a reason. Hey, you're stronger than you think. Whatever it is going on right now, you're going to get through this. See, here on my show, Ray's podcast, I am glad that you are alive. And most importantly, don't give up. We are all fighting battles that we do not know about, what each other is battling. So we got to be kind to each other, all right? Especially during this holiday season, all right? Cool. So, you know, beginning of the year, we started this segment. It's called Shout Out. This is where we don't put the spotlight of people that are doing amazing things or amazing events or things we just want you to, check out and we want to shout out, all right? So today, we got to shout out the homie, Mike Santana, TNA Wrestling superstar. He's going to be here at the Caldwell Center, January 15th and 17th. On the 15th, they will have their inaugural TNA Thursday Night Impact on AMC. Then a couple of days later, here at the Curtis Caldwell Center, is going to be Genesis. They had it this year at the beginning of the year. You may have saw him make that guy quit, Josh Alexander. So we want to shout out that guy, Mike Santana, and also make sure you're checking him out on TNA, all right? Cool. Speaking of Mike Santana, we got the man in the building right now. Y'all, let's give a warm Ray's podcast to our friend, our guy, Mr. Mike Santana. Mike, how we doing, buddy?
Yo, how you?
Man, I'm doing great, bro. Thanks for taking time. Absolutely. They love you. Thanks for taking time out of your busy day. I know y'all doing a media scrum, media tour, getting ready for these amazing things because TNA is popping right now.
Absolutely, man.
Y'all been popping for a minute right now.
We on fire. We on fire for sure, especially with the announcement of the AMC deal.
Yeah.
Man, it's just been an amazing ride, yo. It's like 2025, I think, has probably been the best year in TNA's history.
Yeah.
And we're going to keep capitalizing. We're going to keep building on this, and the best is yet to come.
For sure. For the person who's not familiar with Mike Santana, who is Mike Santana? And explain it to them everything that you got going on, Mike.
Oh, man, who's Mike Santana? That's such a broad question. But I always say Mike Santana is a poor Puerto Rican kid from New York City, born and raised in the projects, who had a dream and the balls to chase it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But right now I'm currently signed to TNA Wrestling. I'm currently one of the I guess faces of the company in this era, right?
For sure.
Not to be too, gloat too much, but let's call a fact a fact, right?
Fact a fact, right?
Nah, but man. So New York City in the Bronx, born and raised in New York City. Been wrestling 17 years.
Oh wow.
Going on. I mean, I first got to TNA 2017, then I left in 2019, and now I'm back.
Yeah.
Doing amazing things. I've had a great run so far, and best is yet to come. I'm just getting started.
Sure.
So
for sure, that is awesome. All right. You say you're from the Bronx. Now you visit us here in Dallas.
Yep.
Compare and contrast Dallas from New York. What do you think?
I mean, I feel like Dallas is a lot more chill than New York. New York is gritty, fast-paced, you know what I mean? So, and I'm in the Bronx, so for me, I love the Bronx because it still harnesses that old New York feel for me. Mm-hmm. Growing up in the 90s, like, it was a crazy time. And but overall, it was just such a huge sense of community, especially in the Bronx, and a huge Latino population. yeah, man, like it's a good time. So, but I feel like Dallas is more chill and laid back. I feel like, and I think it's just that Southern thing, you know.
It is. It's real chill. And like Dallas and Houston, they're two different things.
Oh, 100%.
Houston is way more chill. Everything is riding slow, low and slow with your music, chopped and screwed. Dallas is a little bit more fast paced than Houston.
For sure.
It's doing that. All right. So it's the holiday season, right?
Yep.
You said being Puerto Rican. what's the go-to you got to have for during the holiday season for food-wise, holiday functions?
Food is pernil, arroz con gandule, pastele. Man, I could go on and on. Of course, you got to have coquito.
Okay.
Of course, you got to have your tembleque. You got to have your arroz con dulce. Man, I could go on forever. I'm getting hungry just thinking about it, bro. So I can't wait for. So my family, like, the holidays we've always had such a rich tradition as far as like getting the whole family together. Thankfully, in my 17-year career and how busy and how much traveling I've done, I've never missed a holiday with my family, and that's one thing that I have a lot of pride in. I've never missed a Thanksgiving, and I've never missed a Christmas Eve with my family, so I don't plan to either.
He's ever,
But yeah, man, like food, laughs, good times. Yeah, man, we do it right.
That's what it's all about. A lot of people get caught up in like the gifts and things of that nature. I think the best gift is being around the ones you love.
100%. That is the gift. Yeah, that is the gift. Especially, my thing is quality time.
Yeah,
quality time. Like you can never take that away. You know what I mean? A gift comes and goes, right?
For sure.
Material stuff come and go, but quality time is forever. So, yeah, man.
And that's all I like to tell people. Tomorrow's never promised.
Never.
So you got to live today to your fullest, and you got to tell the people around you that you love them. Because you never know. I hate to say that, but
no, it's the truth.
It's the truth.
There's one thing I've learned throughout the last few years, and someone that I respect and admire. He helped me get through a lot of dark times in my life, but he told me something, because I used to suffer from anxiety and depression for most of my life, and he told me something that really, really opened my eyes and helped me a lot with my anxiety. So he goes, we can't, like, anxiety comes from thinking too far in the past or thinking too far into the future, right?
Yeah.
So the past doesn't exist because it already happened. The future doesn't exist because it hasn't happened. All we have is today. And when he told me that, I was like, damn. Yeah. What a bar. You know what I mean? So I live that way every day of my life.
For sure. I mean, that's, like I said, we got to, man. We got to take one day at a time.
That's it.
Control what you can control,
Leave the rest to God, man.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, he's the answer to all things.
Absolutely.
So you said, you're the face. You are one of the faces of TNA, and I believe that truly. I was at Genesis this year. Actually, it was this year. It feels like it's already been a year ago.
Legit.
It was this year. Matter of fact, I sat next to Eddie Guerrero's daughter, Kaylee. I was sitting next to her, and we were watching you. You came out in your pants.
Yep, I had the Eddie
Guerrero theme pants are there. Great match. To me, I felt like there was I'm him, your moment. Like, I'm him, I'm that guy. This is my crowning.
For sure.
My crowning moment. And I felt someone else on that show, Joe Hendry, I felt like that was his I'm here moment too. So Genesis, in the Bible, is beginning. So it was your beginning for this run, in my opinion, for this. Also, with that, you're nominated for a couple of awards, TNA, They're going to get out. Let's see, what is it we got here? I wrote it down here. We've got 2 Match of the Year candidates. You against AJ Francis and Mustafa Ali.
Yep.
Finishing Move of the Year, Superstar of the Year. So yeah, I think him.
I've had a blessed year, man. And like you said, at that Genesis, I went toe to toe. Shout out to one of my best friends, Josh Alexander. Went toe to toe with him, and he was someone who, honestly, like, I'll say it straight up, he helped pretty much like get TNA to where we are today. You know what I mean? He was there during some dark times, and he had the company on his back for many years, and we all used to say, like, that's the standard. They called him the standard, and the fact that I got to go toe to toe with one of the best wrestlers in the world and beat him and make him say I quit and be crowned as the new standard of TNA, like, that was a huge, like you said, moment for me in my career. And I think that was the springboard there. Boom.
Yeah, because it was great, man. It was a great show, man. That was my first TNA show I went to, and I was just like, man, this is amazing. Like, I've watched the product, but I've never ever been to one of the shows. But going to go see that, and it was amazing. Man.
It was awesome. Texas is always a great crowd. Curtis Colwell Center, like it was packed.
Yeah.
You know, the crowd is rowdy. They want great wrestling. You know what I mean? So
yeah. For those who aren't familiar with him, you know, you started off really as a tag team wrestler.
Yep.
Transitioned over to be that guy. You know, there's only been, you know, it's been more than a few guys that have been able to excel from a transitioning from being a tag team to a singles wrestler.
Yep.
I kind of listed off a few here.
Please.
And I kind of want you to give me, you know, who else should be on this list, all right? Let's take a look here, all right? Let's start off with my favorite wrestler of all time, Bret Hart.
That's my favorite wrestler of all time. Yes, sir.
That's my favorite wrestler. Like, I will watch a Bret Hart match 20 times in a row. Like, that was that guy, like, the excellence of execution. That was his name for a reason.
Yep.
There's a actor, Will Sasso. He's a comedian. Mm-hmm. He was on Mad TV.
I know Will Sasso. Yeah.
He just did an interview, like, a couple times. He's like, man, he's like, you think I'm getting killed? He was like, Bret was such a professional. Doing his job, like he made everyone look like $1 million.
He's a true believer in the art of pro wrestling.
Yeah, he takes it serious. You know, a lot of those guys, you know, in the 80s, 90s, like there was no BSing around. It was no joking around. Like, you know, this is sacred.
Yeah, he gets a bad rep for a lot of things, and I love Bret. He's a troll. He loves it. But you know, you got to understand his background and how he was brought up. He was brought up to protect the business at all costs. Right. This business was how him and his family ate. So coming up during that era, and just so like pro wrestling was everything for him and his family, right? And you got to understand, like, that's all they had. Yeah. So of course he's going to take it serious. Yeah. You know,
for sure. So I guess you could say 1A, 1B from that. We got Bret Hart, Shawn Michaels.
Yep.
Primary tag team wrestler. Booker T.
Yep.
One of my favorites of all time, which is amazing seeing him on commentator right now.
He's the best.
He's hilarious.
Every time I see Book, he's just, he's a great human being. I love him.
Was it when Stephanie Ficure, he's like,
I honestly think he just goes on the mic and says
whatever he wants.
And that's how it should be.
It's hilarious. I love it. All right. So I got Booker T. We got Scott Steiner.
Yeah.
AJ Styles. A lot of people don't know he started his career as part of his Air Raid.
Yeah, Air Raid.
WCW Cruiserweight Tag Team division they had there. Which, you know, I think he was the guy that put TNA on his back. I think for sure, especially the X division. Like,
for sure,
he made that. Who else did I wrote down here? JBL. He was a guy primarily in a tag team. They finally gave him the go to it. Yourself. And also currently Jey Uso was a guy that, you know, formerly in a tag team, but able to become a world champion recently. So not a lot of guys can do that. Was there somebody I missed or someone else you think should be recognized?
Bully Ray.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my God. I didn't even think about that.
Give him a shout out. Edge and Christian.
You're right.
Both of them.
Yep.
Matt and Jeff.
Yeah.
They were both world champions, right? But I think you nailed them all for sure. But yeah, I think for me, I had a lot of fire and a lot of motivation, especially coming back from, you know, what I had gone through in my life, in my personal life, and stuff like that. You know, I knew the work that needed to be done, and I knew the work I was willing to put in.
Yeah.
You know, so I'm thankful that, like, I had a lot of, I guess, I had a lot of supporters and I had a lot of non-supporters. Yeah. Right? But it is what it is. And, but yeah, I say either you want something or you don't want it.
Yeah.
If you want it, you're going to put in the work and you're going to sacrifice and you're going to dedicate yourself to what you need to do. And that was my mindset, and that's my mindset going forward. You know?
Yeah. So when you first came into TNA, you were part of LAX, right? What was it like sitting underneath that learning tree, which is Conan?
Oh, man.
Such a legend, right?
Such a legend, such a mind in pro wrestling. This guy, you know, when you talk about knowledge, when you talk about experience, when you talk about just influence in general, man, like Conan is at the top of that list, right? He's helped so many people. He's developed so many stars. So coming into my first run on a major platform, right, with TNA, it was our success was integral on like sitting under that learning tree, you know, and the fact that we got to, like, if we didn't succeed, we were doing something wrong, right? Because we had the perfect person to learn from. We had the perfect person that was going to steer us and put us in the right, you know, places. And we're like super lucky, super blessed. And he's still someone that I talk to constantly. He's still someone that I seek advice from. I call him one of my wrestling godfathers, you know what I mean? And yeah, man, it was a great time, and I've learned so much, and I still constantly learn so much. That's why, like, at Bound for Glory, it was very important for me to have Conan there and part of the entrance and just have that moment with him, because it was just full circle, right? He brought me in, and that was that having that moment and just being there. It was my like, yo, thank you.
Yeah, for sure. And I always tell people on the show, if you're able to, go get a mentor. There's always someone that has done something that you're trying to do that can teach you, like, okay, avoid this. You know, I've seen this firsthand. Always sit underneath the tree of knowledge. You can always learn stuff. You can never stop learning.
You're learning every day, and the beauty of professional wrestling as a whole is just it's constantly evolving, constantly changing, and you're always going to learn, right? Whoever says, I don't care if you got 30 years in the game. The business wasn't how it was 30 years ago. So you're constantly learning. And I think those veterans and those who've been around a long time who have an open mind and have that like want to continue learning and learn from guys that are coming up now, that's you got it.
You got it. All right. So we briefly touched on Genesis, and what we said, Genesis is the beginning, like in the Bible. This Genesis is coming up. All right. Like I said, it's going to be the beginning of, you know, AMC for the Impact. You got this, you know, Genesis going on, this pay-per-view where you're going to be fighting Frankie Kazarian trying to get their title back. All right. I want to talk about, you know, this previous Genesis real quick. That was the first show that, you know, since the partnership between WWE and I'm sorry, TNA. Sorry, I'm fumbling right now. That was the first show. You know, you saw a lot of guys. You know, you had Axiom there, the tag team champions at the time. You saw a lot of the cross promotion there. Okay, so what were your thoughts, you know, on that deal? And also, when you see a lot of these WWE guys coming in winning those TNA championships, well, how does that make you feel?
One, I don't like it. Two, I think the partnership has done well, obviously. Like, I mean, at the end of the day, the fans win. Right? The fans are getting something. For me, the height of my fandom of professional wrestling was when things were very unpredictable and there was always excitement, right? When you tuned in on Monday nights, you didn't know what you were going to see, right? And I think that was like part of the excitement, and that gets people really I guess like hooked into what's happening, right? So I think we've kind of created that feeling again, like you don't know who's going to show up where, and it's a beautiful thing. Also, the fact that like at the time TNA guys showing up on NXT and getting to like be on that platform, and the same vice versa with NXT guys coming over and getting to be on our platform. Everybody wins, you know. So it was definitely an exciting time. It still is, and it was cool being a part of it. But as far as like guys coming over and winning our championships, like that needs to stop.
It's a no-go.
You know what I mean? No-go. And you know, I was glad that I was able to bring the title back home where it belongs, and had a awesome, you know, feud with Trick, and I feel like for the both of us, I feel like we both elevated each other's game, as far not just in the ring, but when we were on the mic. Like I was coming for his throat at all times, and he was doing the same. And I think that to me is what helps raise both individuals. You know what I mean? Yeah, man. But overall, like, it's a cool time, but now, like, I feel going into this AMC thing, now it's our time.
Yeah, and like I said, you're the face. You're gonna be the ones putting it on your back,
damn right,
taking the company to the next level. All right, but you know, WWE guys were coming in, but also you had guys like Leon Slater was just on Saturday Night Main Event, going against AJ Styles, which, you know, original face of TNA. Joe Hendry, Jordan Grace before she, jumped over to WWE. Those are people that were coming, making an impact of an if you want to say, which I think was really cool. And I think I love this partnership between WWE and TNA. Many years ago, I don't think this would have happened.
Oh, absolutely.
With other people involved. But yeah, I'm glad this brings such a bigger light to wrestling. Yeah. It expands it. So.
And it just shows, sorry to cut you off, it just shows how much the business as a whole has progressed and how much it's growing.
Yes. Because, it's international. Like, with WWE, internationally, here on Netflix. Netflix is one of the biggest platforms out there worldwide. So, it's just, and if some of the guys from TNA are able to, go on some of those shows. Like, we just saw the guy, Nick Nemeth, made his return to WWE for a one-off. Matt Cardona, same thing. So these guys are getting that. Oh, I remember these guys and stuff like that. So now they're able to bring that light back to TNA. All right.
Yep.
Also, so again, guys, January 15th, you need to be in the building. This is the inaugural show on AMC.
Yep.
Tell the people we should be expecting from that show.
You could expect to see a die-hard roster ready to give everything because it took everything to get to this point. So we're more motivated than ever. We have more fire going forward than ever. And now it's time to, before we were proving why we needed this bigger platform. Now it's time for us to show the world now, because AMC, of course, is a much bigger platform in more homes. So now is the real work begins.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You laid the foundation. Now it's okay, we got to continue building it.
Yep.
This train is not going to stop. It's going to keep going, all right?
Yep.
All right, cool. So let's do something really fun, and we're going to get you up out of here, all right? Because I know you got a busy schedule ahead of you, all right? So we got this segment of the show. It's called... Slow down. We just want to get to know you. This is where we kind of ask you some random questions. Yeah. We don't know where we're going to go with some of these questions. They can go left field. But real quick, before we like to progress in this segment, I want you to shout out all your social medias where people can find you and different things you want people to check out.
Right now, I only have X and Instagram. That's where I'm constantly on the most, is when I'm constantly updating the most every day. It's at Santana_proud.
Okay.
On both platforms. And as far as what I want you to catch, right now we just released last week part 1 of my Immerse documentary. These projects, so much hard work and passion goes into them, and just I think not just because it's me, but we're telling a beautiful story when it comes to my progression from Slammiversary to Bound for Glory. And part 1 dropped last week. This Friday, part 2, an extended version, drops, and it's pretty much the process of what I went through from TNA Slammiversary all the way to Bound for Glory and having that big crowning moment. So check those out, definitely. And yeah, man, keep supporting.
Yeah, for sure. Make sure, like I said, make sure you follow him on social media. Then also, like I said, January 15th, January 17th, the Caldwell Center here in Garland. Make sure you come in. TNA always put on when they put on, when they come. And before we move on, I got a little something for you here, all right? We got a little something for you, all right? Shout out to my guy, Reg.
Hey.
Here we go. We got this for you.
Hey.
Something I designed there for you real quick, my guy.
This
Reg,
is awesome.
Printed it up for you. That's my guy. Thank you for
appreciate you. Appreciate you.
Yeah, we got this for you.
Oh, this is awesome. I appreciate you.
No problem. A little something I just, threw together real quick.
Hell yeah. That's awesome. I appreciate it.
No problem, man.
Yeah, this is definitely gonna get some wear time, bro.
Yeah. Now you join an exclusive club.
Yeah.
I did one for Tessa. Shout out Tessa.
Oh,
so
shout
now
out Tessa.
It's gonna be an honorary when you come. You're from TNA. You come sit down. We gotta lace you up with it. It's like a jersey. All right.
Appreciate you.
No problem, man. Appreciate you. I saw your Southern hospitality.
Yeah,
That's how we do it down here. All right. Let's get back into the slowdown segment. All right. So say for instance, I'm Ray. I'm the movie director, movie producer, and I want to make the Mike Santana story. Who should play you in the movie?
Damn, that's tough.
And I just came up with a guy too off the top of my head.
Let's hear your guy.
I forgot his name, but he played in. I don't know if you watched the shows on Disney. He played in Ironheart. He was a villain on Ironheart, and also he was in the last little Transformers movie they did. He was the main character.
Oh, I know who you're talking about. Yeah, the Puerto Rican dude from Brooklyn.
Yeah.
That's a good one. I like him. Yeah, I think he'll do good just because he has that New York swag. And, you know what I mean. Also, like if he put on some more size and weight and I guess a little taller, this is my favorite actor of all time. But Johnny Depp is like, to me that dude is like he's the GOAT for sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, that off the top of my head, that's what I could think of.
Okay, I like that answer. All right. So, if you can make something a law that's not a law, what would you choose?
I think I said this earlier. You should not listen to music in public on your phone without headphones. Like, when I take the train in New York, I'll randomly hear someone like just standing with their phone and listening to me. I'm like, bro, nobody want to hear that.
Yeah,
Come on. And I think you said nobody should speak on speakerphone in public.
Yeah,
100%.
Yeah,
like what are you doing?
That's the worst thing.
I've heard some crazy conversations in public. Like ones that aren't for everyone's ears, bro. And I'm like, yo, like, is anybody else listening to this? Like
that one, I think is one. And also, like, if you're driving, you should. It's a law. Put on your turn signal.
Also, 100%.
If I let you over, give me a courteous wave and acknowledge that I let you over. Just real quick.
I think for me, I always said this when I started driving. Signals save lives.
For sure.
100%.
For sure.
When I go to Puerto Rico, God bless my beautiful island, right? I love them, but I think cars aren't made with turn signals over there because no one uses them. It's like the wild west on the highway. It's crazy.
That's like Jamaica. I think I went to Jamaica one time. I think I saw maybe 2 stoplights.
Yo, I think it's an island thing probably, right? Like we just like move on our time. We do what we do.
I think it's just, I was holding on for the for the bus. I'm just holding on for my
That's why I always say just keep your distance.
Yeah.
And be on your toes.
See, I don't know if y'all did this in New York, but down here in the South, especially when I was younger, one of the things that we would do, and I don't think people do it unless they like still live in country towns, is if there's like a funeral, you pull over and stop. It was like a show of respect.
Yeah.
You let the funeral car and everyone
100%.
go by. I don't think I've seen that. I couldn't even tell you last time I've seen that.
So for me, I look at it as bad luck. If you don't stop or pull over or you like turn into the funeral procession, like not good things are going to happen to you. You know what I mean? But yeah, that's definitely a thing.
Okay. So like I said, when you first came to TNA, you were part of LAX.
Yep.
All right. If you could build your own faction from wrestlers from any era, any time period, let's do 4. Who would you want to be in your faction?
Oof, damn. Bret Hart, of course.
I'm gonna give you 5. Let's give 5.
Okay.
Let's do 5.
Brett, Eddie Guerrero, Jerry Lynn, because I love Jerry Lynn.
Oh man.
Who else?
The matches with him and RVD in ECW were
the best. I got to like really get to know Jerry on a personal level and become friends and stuff. He's a great human being. When real quick, not to get off topic, but when my father passed away, and I came back to work, every day that I was at work, he would pull me to the side and pray with me.
That's
and
awesome.
like really make sure that I'm good and whatever. So shout out Jerry Lynn. So Brett, Eddie, Jerry, Dean Malenko is another one of my favorites.
Yeah.
I love Dean. Another good friend. One more. Damn. I'm getting stuck right now. Owen Hart. Yeah.
Just a good answer. That's a good answer. All right. And who's the manager? Who's got to have a manager too?
The manager.
Or the heater. Who do you want to be the heater? Who's gonna get all the heat for y'all?
Paul Heyman. Yeah.
That would be
another great mind.
That would probably be the greatest faction of all time, probably right there.
I don't even want to be in it now.
All right, awesome. So, recently, John Cena just had his last match, right? A lot of the fans weren't happy with the outcome of the match, but there's always been a thing in wrestling: you go out on your back.
Yep.
What are your thoughts on that? Do you think that's a tradition that should be carried?
I think you do what needs to be done.
Yeah.
Whatever needs to be done, you put on your big boy pants and you make it happen.
Yeah.
I mean, of course, I'm a man of tradition and I respect tradition, and I think if you're going out and you've had such a storied career and a legacy the way someone like John Cena has, you pay it forward and try to elevate the next guy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I'm a firm believer in that. So, like I didn't have a problem with it.
Yeah.
So
that's what I think, because
But even if he would have won, I wouldn't have a problem with it. It's whatever's best.
Yeah. And what are your thoughts of people or guys that okay, this is the job we want you to do, and people are like, I don't know if I want to do this job. Or what are your thoughts on people that do that?
In wrestling?
Yeah.
I mean, personally, man, I think everything has a purpose, right?
Yeah.
If things make sense and everything is like at the end of the day, it's a job. We're doing a job, right? Like this is how we eat. This is how we pay our bills or whatever. And for me, it's like if it makes sense and whatever, then we do what we got to do.
Facts.
You know what I mean? Like I guess there's everything is situational, right? I think, but you do what you got to do.
Yeah. Facts. All right. Greatest finisher of all time, in your opinion?
The greatest finisher? Stone Cold Stunner.
That's probably gonna be my answer. That has to be like the greatest one.
It's
of all
just
time.
so quick.
Yeah.
It's like it'll catch you.
Like you can hit it on anyone. Like
Anybody.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just quick. That's why when I was thinking of a finisher, I was like, I need something that I could hit on anyone. Doesn't matter size or weight or whatever.
Yeah.
Like I want something quick, something that you could hit on anyone and that's impactful. So.
Okay. So speaking of impactful, your Mount Rushmore of TNA Impact.
Ooh.
Let's give one for the guys and for the knockouts.
Damn. The guys, I'd have to say AJ, Samoa Joe, Christopher Daniels, and Jeff Jarrett.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
I think those to me, those like as far as impact and as far as like star value and you know what I mean, I'd say those four. Honorable mentions, I'll have to say Amazing Red.
Yeah,
100%. And for the women, Gail Kim, Mickie James. Honestly, I got to put Rosemary up there.
Okay.
Have to. And one more. Jordan Grace.
Okay. Yeah, I like that. And a name just came to mind. I forgot when we were talking about guys that were tag team wrestlers that became world champions. Forgot to mention Bobby Roode.
Bobby Roode.
I forgot to mention Bobby Roode. That was a guy that did some great work there for you. All right. So when I had Tessa here on the couch, we were talking about her Mount Rushmore of tag teams. Mm-hmm. She put you and LAX on the Mount Rushmore of TNA tag teams on her Mount Rushmore.
Oh, that's awesome.
What were some of your favorite opponents being in a tag team going against in TNA?
Lucha Brothers. Lucha Brothers was like, I mean, in 1 year we wrestled each other 24 times around the world.
Man.
Yeah, so we had a very tight connection with those dudes. There was times towards the end of like our run together that we didn't even like. We just look at each other and we knew what was going on. You know what I mean? With them, we've had good ones with the Rascals. We've had great matches with OVE. Yeah, I think for the most part, like those were the ones. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So speaking of Tessa, you know, she was the first woman world champion.
Mm-hmm.
Who do you think would be the next one?
That's a tough one. I mean, that spot is up for the taking, man.
Yeah.
Like, so I feel like anybody could hopefully rise to the occasion. I'm a fan of Indy Hartwell for sure. I think Tessa should definitely get her.
She's running back.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I mean, there's so much talent, bro.
Yeah.
But like, I think those two are the ones that come to mind right now.
That's what's up. All right. So when we close out these interviews, I like to ask two questions. The first question being, if you could give any advice, no matter the context of advice, what advice would you give to someone? And secondly, what do you want people to take it away from sitting down with me today?
As far as advice, I'd have to say, like, it doesn't matter where you come from. It doesn't matter what you've been through. Anything is possible.
Yeah.
Like, if you want it, you make it happen.
Yeah.
You know, I'm living proof every day.
Yeah.
You know, I hit rock bottom, and I used rock bottom as the perfect foundation to build what I have today, right?
Yeah.
And as far as takeaways, be humble, do work. Be humble and do work. That's it.
Hey, that's all you need to know. Be humble and do work. Again, thank you for taking time out.
Thank you.
Come on the show, man. Appreciate that. Again, January 15th and January 17th at the Curtis Caldwell Center, TNA will be here for Impact, the debut show on AMC, and also the Genesis pay-per-view, all right? So we start off our show with positive words. We're going to end with positive words, all right? I like to leave people with two messages. The first message being, if you're persistent, you'll get it. If you're consistent, you'll keep it. Consistency is the key to everything in life, all right? So get your swag on, rub your hands like your Birdman. Tell yourself, I will boss up mentally. I will boss up spiritually. I will boss up physically, and I will boss up financially. Invest in yourself. It's your guy, Ray. My friend Mike Santana in the building. Ray Ray's podcast. We'll catch you next time. January 15th, 17th. We out of here, yo.
Hey, get money all day, get money all night.